Hey guys, so I have just finished filming my updated house tour. We've been living here for 3 years now, just over 3 years now. So I thought I would do a progress shot kind of video. We're still not finished. There's still a lot I want to get done to this house, specifically the master bedroom still needs doing. There's still a few more furniture items. There's a few things that just need a bit of tweaking, but we're sort of at a point now where it feels more like our style. When we first moved in, the entire house basically was not our style. We've redone all the floors, we've fully redone the kitchen, we've pretty much painted the entire house at this point. There's a couple walls that I haven't done yet, but it's more or less all been painted. Just, you know, things like the light fittings needed updating. We've replaced all like the actual light switches because they were all really old. There's a few things that we've made temporary solutions for. So like we've painted the tiles in the bathroom and laundry, but plan on actually retiling them eventually at some point when budget allows. We've replaced all the doors, all that kind of thing. So there's a lot we've done on the house that has taken up a lot of the budget and a lot of time. So now we're at the point where we can sort of put finishing touches on. So yeah, like I said, this isn't the finished product, but I did want to do like a in progress kind of video. So I hope you enjoy the tour. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will answer them for you, like where things are from and all of that, because I don't go into huge detail. Otherwise this video would be like an hour long. Let me know if you want to know anything specific and I will answer those questions for you. So without further ado, let's get into the tour. Okay, so starting at the front door, this is the first thing you see when you walk into the house. This is our front room. When we first moved in here, there was a built-in shelf across this wall, which would have had a lot of nice storage in it, but it kind of jutted out into the room quite far. So it made the room really, really narrow, and the room is narrow enough as it is. So we took that out. That was the first thing we did. It also had a different laminate flooring in here. They had sort of a... I mean, you'll see it in the photo, the before photo, but it was a laminate that didn't really mix in with the rest of the flooring in the house at all, really. So we ended up taking that up and putting down a Jarrah look laminate. And then up until about 3 months ago, this room was pretty much just a dumping ground for all of our extra stuff. We only recently got the couches. And yeah, like I say, 3 months ago, they were actually secondhand from my auntie. She was replacing her lounges. And she knew that these were the couches that I did want to get eventually, so she gave them to us, which was really, really nice of her. So yeah, we put some prints on the wall. We painted this entire room. The blinds were here when we moved in, the white Venetian blinds, but we added in the curtains, so we had to put the curtain rods in and everything. And yeah, as you can see, it's still kind of a dumping ground because there's boxes in here from the new bedside tables I've got for our bedroom, so they're just going to stay there until I get around to actually doing that. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I'm also refinishing this coffee table as well. So the whole thing's going to be, eventually, is going to be just the bare wood, the raw wood, which I really like that look. I'll just spin around quickly so you can see the rest of the entry. This I still need to do. So I have hung these two little hanging pot plants here. The door needs to be painted still. I'm going to paint that white. And then across this wall here, which is just a large blank empty wall at the moment, I'm going to do the entire wall in shiplap, paint it white, and then update the hooks that are across here because I want something a little bit more current, I guess. That's really dated, and that doesn't give us enough space, obviously, as you can see here by all the cluttery mess. I am going to keep this bench, or at least a form of this bench, in this area as well because it's really handy for putting on shoes. Okay, so behind the actual sitting area is my, I guess you would say, office area, but it desperately needs updating. Basically, I keep all my storage here for my market stalls that I do. That's got all my stock, all my decorations, everything is in these boxes here, which I don't love this storage solution, but that's what's working for us at the moment. And then obviously my desk is here with my computer and everything as well. I do want to update this and get it a little bit more functional because it's not that great at the moment, and also make it a little bit more pretty and less cluttered and crazy. So that hopefully will happen in the near future. We have a reverse cycle aircon here, but we also have this wood fire. We haven't had a chance to light it yet. Taylor was too little when we first moved in, and then Owen is now too little. We haven't got a fire gate, so we'll just have to wait probably till next year when Owen can understand a bit better to stay away from the fire because it's hot. And then if we circle around this way, this room's kind of an L shape, so you can see it comes around like this. And then this area, I just have, you've probably seen this a million times if you've seen any of my tours. I just have a buffet here, which I've recently painted. with a chalkboard above it. Sometimes I do a chalkboard design, but at the moment I've just got a wreath hanging up here, and then I just have a few little bits and pieces. There's no knobs on the cabinet at the moment because all my homewares are in there, and if Owen sees doorknobs, he will just open the doors and get everything out of there. So I'll just come back around so you can see how you enter into the kitchen. So from the front room, we enter. To the left is the dining area, which now looks like this. And then the kitchen is to the right, and as you saw before, that goes through to the other side of that front room. So the dining room, again, when we moved in, this entire area was tiled. They were really outdated tiles. They definitely needed doing. So we ended up putting the Jarrah look flooring down in this entire living space. And then we replaced the light fixture above the dining table. There wasn't really anything there. I think it was just like it was actually a bulb. We had to move it as well. So we put this from IKEA. We put the curtains in, hung up some wall art, which looks really tiny on screen, but it actually feels like that wall quite nicely. And then this table I found on Gumtree or Facebook, one of the two, for about $50, and I've just painted it. And we have a rug from Pottery Barn on the floor here. And then the kitchen, when we first moved in, this was the whole kitchen was just wood, so I painted everything white. We replaced the bench tops. They had a laminate bench top before. The sink was just a standard sort of stainless steel sink, which was replaced with a farmhouse sink from IKEA. The fixtures, we redid the backsplash. Splashback, what's it called? We redid the tiles behind the countertops. They were a Subway tile before, which I did like, but they were off-white, and I really wanted everything to be white and fresh and clean. So we did that. Our cabinet maker had to change these were full-size doors. He had to change them, make them smaller, turn this into a single door. It used to be a double one because we added in this dishwasher. I replaced all the hardware to black knobs, and then obviously painted the entire room. Added this valance. It had a pull down blind at the time when we moved in. The large clock is from Kmart. That's a steal. It's only about $12. It's really, really awesome. And then all the cabinets on this side as well have been painted white. So that's the kitchen. And then if we go through to the living room, this is just a piece of furniture that we're trying to sell. I'm basically giving it away at the moment. No one wants to buy it, so see how we go. Okay, so now I'll just turn the lights on in here because it's a bit dark in this room. So this is our main living area. We pretty much spend all our time in here. The kids have all their toys in here. And yeah, so this is probably our most used room. The flooring in here is real Jarrah. That was here when we moved in. We love it. It's the best thing about the house, basically, but everything else we've pretty much done ourselves. So we've replaced all the lighting in here. When we moved in, there was just random lights everywhere, all over the place that didn't match. I'm not sure what was happening when they did that, but yeah, we've replaced those lights with down lights. We repainted the walls in here. They were white. They just needed to freshen up, so we've made them sort of a really pale grey. What else? We've added the curtains in. Again, these Venetian blinds were here when we moved in, but we've added in these curtains from IKEA. And on this side, they had a another, I don't know what you call it, like a pull down blind. So we again replaced them with curtains just for a softer look and a bit more updated look. The kids, there's a whole bunch of toys here. This is their little seating area. Couch we've had since we were in our previous home, and it's done really, really well. It holds up great with the kids. It does get messy, but it does wipe fairly clean. In a couple of years, we'll probably replace it with more of a U-shaped couch, so there's plenty of room for all of us. The rug is from Freedom. And then recently I did this entertainment unit. Again, I found this on Gumtree or Facebook, I think. This one was Facebook, and it was kind of a unit that had shelving all around the top, like an upper section as well. So we took that off so the TV would fit. I painted the bottom, stained the top, which was actually a laminate, and it stained really, really well. So if you're not sure about staining laminate, give it a go because it worked amazingly well. It looks really fantastic, and sort of the stain like picks up all the grains and everything, and it looks almost like real wood. It's fantastic. I'm still working on decorating this area though, so hopefully eventually these will be a bit more sort of to my style. The teepee is just like a temporary thing. It's just a sheet wrapped around some bamboo sticks at the moment. I'm going to make we'll sew up a proper sheet thing for it, but at the moment I just wanted to see if that's where I wanted to have a teepee, and then I want to get some artwork to go up here to sort of fill that space as well. The kids also have a messy play area behind here, so this is really good because I can just sort of let them mess it and not worry too much about, you know, cleaning it up every 5 minutes, because you can't see it unless you actually physically walk behind here. So they have a little shelving unit in here which holds a lot of their toys, and they can, yeah, just go for it basically back here without me having to worry too much. So that is the living room. I'm looking at getting a coffee table in here very soon. I really like the IKEA Leotop, I think that's how you pronounce it, Leotop one. It's a square one with a glass top. I really, really like it, and I think that's what we'll end up doing, but I just want to give Owen a little bit more time so that he can understand not to, you know, slam things down on the glass or anything like that. So that is the living room. Okay, so now we're heading down into the bedroom side of the house. The first door here is Owen's room, so we're not going to go in there because he is having a nap at the moment, so I don't want to disturb him. So when we moved in, all the doors in this area were all completely different. There was, they just must have used what they sort of had available at the time to get doors on the house basically, and all the door handles were different, so we've replaced all the doors to what this one is now, which is fairly standard, but it's just nice to have them all matching. And then we replaced the doorknobs as well into this black hardware. We haven't painted the doors yet, so they're still not the right colour, but we will get around to it eventually. So yeah, we'll miss that one. We'll go to the laundry first. I have done a full, not a tour, but when we painted the laundry, I did a full video on it, so you can go and have a look at that if you want to see in further depth. But basically we did, when we moved in, the entire laundry was blue. The tiles were blue, the walls were blue, the cabinets up here were blue, everything was blue. So we painted the walls. I used tile paint to paint all the tiles in the laundry. It's been about a year now and it's holding up really, really well. So if you want a temporary solution, I would definitely recommend it. We will eventually retile in here, probably again to a white tile, but yeah, it's not going to last forever, obviously, the tile paint. So we will do that eventually. I also would love to get like a full a bench across here, and then have just under all that front loader appliances. I think that would be great. And again, the cabinets up here I have painted, which is not working at all. They scratch off so easily, but because I don't use these very often, it's not too bad. So we will eventually replace those as well. And then the toilet is through this door here in the laundry, which I really don't like, but like I don't like me having to access it through the laundry, but that is the way it is. So across from the laundry we have Taylor's room, which again I have done a tour of her room. It has changed a lot though, so I need to do an update, which I will do hopefully in the fairly near future. So I'll give you a little overview, and then, like I say, I will film a full tour so you can see everything as it is now. So when we first moved in, Taylor's room, this entire room was blue. And when I say the entire room, I mean it. Like the skirting boards, the walls, the ceiling, everything was blue. Even the light switches we had to get replaced because they were blue as well. Literally everything. We had to paint it. We painted it the first night that we moved in. So I think they had like a under the sea sort of theme for their son. But yeah, that wasn't going to work for Taylor, so that's her room. And again, like I say, I'll do a full room tour of that probably in the coming months. But yeah, so then further down the hallway, to the side here, we have a linen closet, which is great. Eventually I'm going to do a video about organising that because I'm halfway through it. And then we get to the kids' bathroom. So when we moved in here, it was all very terracotta and off-white. It was just really, really dated. Like it was okay, but it needed an update. So basically what we did is paint everything in here again. So let's give you a little overview. It's not quite done. There's a couple of things I wanted to do. But again, we did use tile paint in here. So this is something that's a temporary solution. Again, I did it just after I did the laundry, and it was, so it's been about a year now and it's holding up really, really well, better than I thought. Sorry guys, it's a couple days later. My phone ran out of storage halfway through doing the bathroom tour, and then I had all kinds of technical difficulties with my computer and my phone not recognizing, or my computer not recognizing my phone, and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, a couple days later, but I'm going to continue with the tour where we left off at the bathroom. Sorry guys, it's a couple days later. My phone ran out of storage halfway through doing the bathroom tour, and then I had all kinds of technical difficulties with my computer and my phone not recognizing, or my computer not recognizing my phone, and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, a couple days later, but I'm going to continue with the tour where we left off at the bathroom. So as I was saying, the painting in this room is all very temporary. Eventually we'd like to redo the whole thing, retile and everything. So I'm not sure if I said in the first part of this video, but we also painted the cabinet here and the bench top, which didn't turn out very well, but it's doing fine for now. The wall tiles are all painted with tile paint, and then the inside of the shower is also painted with tile paint, and that was blue before as well. So that's everything for the bathroom. I still want to get a couple of frames to put up here, get rid of the spider webs on the wall, and then get a blind for this window here. So that's what we have still to do in the bathroom for now. And then once we come out of here and go a bit further down the hallway, again we have another linen closet in here, which is just a jumbled mess. And then we have the playroom. So I have done a playroom tour, so you can probably go and watch that if you want to see anything in more detail. I have changed it around a little bit, and I'm going to change it around again pretty soon. So when we first moved into this house, this room was used as an office, I believe, and they had a green wall, and then the rest of it was painted sort of a neutral colour. So I've repainted the entire thing and redone the skirting boards as well. And that's all we really did in this room to sort of bring it up to date. And then obviously added in the millions and millions of toys that my kids have. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. Like I said, if you want to have a closer look, I'll leave a link to the playroom tour in the comments or in the description bar down below. All the furniture is the same. I've just changed it around a little bit, and like I say, I am going to change it again, so keep your eyes peeled for the next playroom tour. Okay. And then out of the playroom, the last room of the house is the master bedroom. So yeah, what we've done here, I'll just do a quick pan. It's not the tidiest. This is the last room that I ever tidy, basically, because no one ever sees it. Okay, so basically when we moved in, this room was one big long bedroom. There was a couple of robes in the corner, which had sliding doors. They had mirrored sliding doors like the rest of the robes in the house, but it was really hard. There was not enough space for all of our clothes and all our things. So we ended up putting in this wall. This is just a stud wall that we had put in by a local tradesman, just to break up the room into a bedroom and then a walk-in robe. So the bedroom is still a very decent size. I feel like it's plenty of room for a bedroom. And then the walk-in robe is a good size too. Through the walk-in robe as well here, you also access the ensuite, which I'll take you in a second. But the robe, we're still working on this. We need new chest of drawers here. But then you can see the lighting is terrible in here, I'm sorry. So this side, so there's the end of the wall. So this side is all my stuff. Joe, my dresses are in there. The rest of Joe's stuff is here. And then I've got these drawers. He's got these 3 drawers. This is a laundry hamper. And then I have a bookshelf from IKEA here to hold shoes and things like that. Again, I'm really sorry about the lighting. It's not very good. And yeah, it's all a big mess. There's also this doorway that used to be part of the bedroom, obviously, when it was just one full bedroom that leads out to the backyard. But I don't want that there anymore because we'd never used it. And then this would be much better if it was just wall space, so I could use, put more drawers or robes or something like that in there. So we are going to get rid of that eventually. I don't know when. The bedroom is the master bedroom is the place I'm working on at the moment. So if you turn around, we come into the ensuite, which you would have seen this if you watched my bathroom cleaning tour. Basically, when we moved in, there was just like a they'd made like a bench top out of MDF and then tiled over it here. There was no cabinet space underneath, so there was nowhere really to store anything. There was a double sink, which was great, but it kind of took up too much space. We didn't really need 2 sinks at the moment. And then I think that's pretty much all we've done at this point. Oh, we added in this shelf as well here, which the hooks spread apart as well, and you can hang towels and everything. It's really hard to film actually in here. The toilet's behind the door. I think I would like to swap this door so that it opens from this side and sort of swings towards the wall. I don't know, just because the door sort of, you know, backs against the toilet, and I don't like that. So I'm thinking we will get that changed over. We used IKEA kitchen cabinets for the cabinets in here. I want to put a new bench top on the top though. We just used that one in the meantime because it was the cheapest option from IKEA. And I didn't love a lot of the options they had at the time at IKEA. But now they have a lot more. They've got like marble tops, they've got like granite looking tops and everything. So I think I'm going to go back and get something different for the bench top because they're reasonably inexpensive. I still need to put the kickboard on the bottom as well, but the cabinets are really deep, so they're really good for storage. So if you've got space for that kind of thing in your bathroom, the kitchen cabinets at IKEA work really, really well. So that is that. And then when you come around into the bedroom, there is a bench seat over here, which is really nice. I just have all my project stuff that I'm using for Taylor's birthday party there at the moment. The bed, I'll tell you what we're going to be doing. So at the moment I'm working on new bedside tables. I'm halfway through them, and I think I'm going to do a video showing you how I've hacked the IKEA tub chest of drawers, which are the drawers that I've chosen to use as bedside tables. So they're a little bit bigger than this. I'm doing them in a different style. And they're better quality than these ones. These are the Rast drawers, and then I've just painted and stained them. But these are on plastic runners. The drawers are on plastic runners, and as you can see, like they're all broken because the drawers are sort of all higgledy-piggledy. That's because the runners are broken. So I've gone with the Tava chest of drawers this time, which are on metal runners. I'm hoping they are better quality. So far, they seem a bit sturdier. So I'm working on it at the moment. I'm going to be getting a bed head for above the bed, like a fabric one. Get rid of the picture up here because it's not, I mean, we're just hanging that there because we had nowhere else to put it in the meantime. I want to get an actual cushion for the bench seat so we can use it as a bench seat. At the moment, it just sort of gathers things that I have nowhere else to put. I'd like to do something as well with the windows in here. Like there's no curtains or anything, and I think it just looks a little bit bare. So I can't think of what I want to do, but hopefully I'm going to go on Pinterest and find something that will work for in this room. Over here we have some more drawers, which I'd like to paint. The top's all just a bunch of stuff. We have this faux fireplace. It doesn't work. This doesn't work at all. I'd like to get an insert for in here so we can actually use it or at least have it look nice, but I really like this, the look for in the bedroom, having the fake, this is a portable one as well, so we can move it wherever we want. It's not attached to the wall or anything. Where are we? The back wall here. So this is what you see when I film a lot of the time. At the moment, the back wall is blank, but I've bought these two signs. I've bought these two frames. They're going to go up on the wall. I've ordered some prints to go in them, so they should hopefully be coming in the next couple of days. And then I'm going to do a bit of DIY distressing and staining on the frames as well, so they'll look a little bit different. I'll try and do a video on that as well if I can get the lighting and everything right, because I'll probably have to do it at night time. And then lastly, the rug in here is from Pottery Barn. I did want to say, if you like this kind of rug, there's one at Freedom and there's one at Pottery Barn. I've got both. I've got the Pottery Barn one in here, and the one from Freedom is in the living room. The one from Pottery Barn is a lot better quality. It doesn't shed as much as the Freedom one does, or the Freedom one is gorgeous as well. Yeah, it just sheds a lot of the fibers from the rug. So if you are interested and you're trying to figure out which one you want, either Freedom or Pottery Barn, if you can afford it, go for the Pottery Barn one, because I think it's actually I think it's actually not a lot different in price, but yeah, I definitely choose the Pottery Barn over the Freedom one just because of the shedding. Nothing else, just the shedding. So now, since Mr. Owen is awake, hello buddy, we're going to go into his room and I'll just finish off the tour there. So this is Owen's room. If you've seen Owen's nursery tour, you've seen everything in here before. It's pretty much exactly the same. I think the only thing that's changed actually is that the this chair is here, which is just from the set of the dining chairs. I just put the spare one in here so we had somewhere to sit. The cot's the same. He does have this new rocking horse, which came from Kmart, and I'm saying new, but he got it for like Christmas 2 years ago. His first Christmas, I think he got it for. That's the same. Everything here is the same. He's got his newborn prints in here because when I did the nursery tour, he wasn't yet born, so we didn't have the photos of him to go in the frames at that point. So when we first moved in here, they had a purple feature wall on, I believe, this wall here. So I repainted the entire room again. Skirting boards have been updated, and I think that was it for the actual room. Yeah, we didn't do any floors or anything in here. I'll just take you around the side here. I'll leave the link to the nursery tour that I did before he was born in the description bar, so you can see in a bit better detail what everything looks like and where everything's from and everything. But yeah, that's basically
the entire house.
So that is my entire house tour. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, please let me know down below and I will definitely answer them. Thank you to everyone that has been here on this journey so far. I really appreciate your support and chatting to you in the comments. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!